All right, guys, it's Hexy. All right, so we decided to go ahead and set up Brazen Chariots. We're going to play a campaign, so we're playing the 3-mapper. I think it's 5.7. We're going to play the whole campaign. It's like 21 turns, I think. You see Tobruk. Whole different set of forces guarding Tobruk now than the first two scenarios I played. It was all Australians. Now it's Polish and British. You got the 70th Infantry Division in there. And then you got all the Italians keeping it surrounded and cut off. Then you got a few German units in there, like, who do we got up here? The Afrika Division. You have 15th Panzer. And you got 21st Panzer sitting out there in the desert, just waiting for something to go on. And over here, you got in Bardia, you got more Italians. And then you got some more Germans over here. Bach, Kampfgruppe Bach, and some other units over here guarding the border to Egypt over here. All their minefields and forts set up. And we're going to conduct Operation Crusader. And this is going to start on the 19th of, November, I think. And you see the Brits already out here in the desert. I did a whole bunch of documentary watching just to get an idea of what's going on here or what we're going to do. So the deal is, if we do it the way the Brits did, well, first off, the intention, we wouldn't be all the way out here already. We would be smacking this line in the face with 4th Infantry Division while all the mobile forces bypassed. And then they would center off in a town that they don't have marked, which would be, let's see, have to be right in here. All right, I think it's Sabir Gabel or something like that, or whatever it's called. And then they were supposed to drive on Bardia and then drive up the desert through to Tobruk, keeping the flanking force in a spot to where they could respond in either direction. All right. And so here we got General Cunningham in charge of the 8th Army. The ALK is overseeing all operations, of course, here and in the, up in Syria and other stuff like that, I guess. Him and, Wavell, flip-flopped, I want to say. But the objectives here are for at any time if a MSR is open from Tobruk up there by itself, all right, an MSR is open down to any Allied supply source on the southern edge or the eastern edge of the map. It's an automatic win. The Germans, they have to avoid that from happening. And they also need to maintain a unit in Bardia, and also the Allies cannot have more forces inside the defensive ring than the Axis do. Kind of an interesting condition, but we'll give it a try. So pretty simple, it's so far that's what I like about this thing. It's a pretty basic objectives in that. So the British will be on the offensive here, the Allies will be on the offensive, and the Germans will try to stun them. Definite priority here is to not let this route right here from either one of these two supply sources down here. Well, actually, there's just the one. Yeah, I got one here. Not to let this MSR right here get open. Need to make sure that doesn't happen. So the Germans will have to do a little responding on that there. I think I'm going to try to do this as a chip pull to see what happens. Sort of make it a little more random. But we're going to play this thing. Try to play it to the end here. Do our best. 21 turns. In November and December, I guess. I don't even remember what year this was. I really need to look this stuff up better. 41. Okay, all right. So we're going to give this thing a shot and see if we can win a victory here as the Brits. Watched a lot of Tix documentaries about this and how bad things actually went for the Allies. Some of the, splitting up their commands, not using their combined arms very well. And, of course, the Germans are very good at it. And from what I've watched so far, never really putting the Italians to the test. The Arietti, I guess, is the best division of the Italians, and they're sitting right down here just waiting. Now, the Tobruk lock rule is in effect up here. So I guess until the Brits, the 70th Infantry is already activated. So I guess unless the Poles activate, those Italian units cannot be activated, cannot be unlocked, I'm sorry. So I got to read the rules on that one to verify that again. And I think down here, they got some of the same thing. Let's see. No, nobody's locked down here. I am using the cards this time. Went ahead and printed them out and put all the pieces on there. So we're going to try to keep the board a little cleaner. And then there's all the reinforcements on the track. All right, I want to get this thing popping. This is Brazen Chariots. This is November of 41, November to December 41. Multi-Man Battalion Combat Series. And we're in the desert. Let's get after it. Talk to y'all soon.